Hey, so I'm out here on my front porch. It's really nice out. Just wanted to talk for a little minute about using mainstream bands' ideas to promote your band. This is something I think that can kind of help a lot of people grow, but you have to do it right? Because there's a lot of people who try to emulate mainstream bands and try to emulate the marketing tactics that cost $20,000 or $30,000. I don't understand that, like, the reason Metallica can do Metallica things is because they're Metallica, right? They don't look at some of the smaller, cooler things Metallica has done over the years, or similar artists, you know, like Metallica, to just continue on that thread. They constantly are doing things to specifically target fans, which makes them seem down to earth, even though they're all worth like $100 million, right? And that's something that you should learn from. You know, simultaneously look at, beef between power users for Twitter. You know, like, I am sure that a lot of that EDM beef that we see and that we all retweet and talk about, most of that stuff is probably scripted or probably set up in advance. And that's not a bad thing, because that gets people interacting, that gets people feeling like they have to be part of a team, right? Look at Kanye West or Donald Trump embracing controversy. And they do it carefully enough that they know they're not going to alienate the core base. And that's something you really need to think about as a brand and as a band, right? Is you need to look at, well, okay, Post Malone is a fucking Instagram king. Well, the fact that Post Malone is a fucking Instagram king has got him a fucking billion plays on Spotify for one song. Most of us can't even hope for 1 million for our entire discography. If I got 1 million plays for my entire discography on Spotify, or a band I manage's entire discography, I'd be over the moon. And that's what I'm saying, is he got there by constantly hustling on Instagram, constantly pushing, constantly letting people know, right, that he's out there, that he's doing things, that he's fucking Post Malone. And I think, you know, look at, or another thing that a lot of bands don't think about is having a solid stage presentation. They think because they don't have thousands of dollars, they can't have a real stage show. The thing is, you can have a real stage show. You can get really cool things done, DIY. You know, I know a lot of bands who build their own lighting rigs and look way better and way bigger than they are just because they have their own lighting rig. Again, they didn't do anything special, they just were like, what are some things the pros do that I personally can kind of set up on my own for under 200 bucks? And they just looked at their favorite bands and pulled apart, cherry-picked the things they thought they could do. And in the age of social media, and in the age of, you know, the internet where you can learn how to do anything in a few hours, they have very quickly been able to turn themselves into bigger brands because they cherry-picked the information from, you know, something that some marketing exec is paid thousands of dollars to come up with, and they turn around and figure out, how can I make this work for me for not thousands of dollars? And if you're able to do that, you're able to grow very quickly, and you're able to turn yourself into someone who looks professional and cool. It's a hard thing, obviously. You gotta grind every day. I don't want to post on Instagram 3 fucking times a day, but I do. You know, the bands who succeed, I don't think they're really trying to get all the attention for them. They're trying to do it for the music, you know? And that sucks. It's hard, but you have to keep pushing if you want to get anywhere. Just a few thoughts. Tell me what you think. Hopefully this makes sense.